Good morning, everybody. Who's ready for a kick-ass day? It's about 9:30, possibly closer to 10. My hair is white. I forgot to tell you about that. This video is not going to be like my normal vlogs. I need to edit some vlogs that I've been filming for the last God knows how long. But right now I'm sitting literally in a pile of clothes because my dirty clothes basket is full of clean clothes that I haven't put away. And so because of that, all my dirty clothes go on the floor, and some of them aren't really dirty, so I could wear them again. So that's not even what I wanted to talk about today. I'm still in my pajamas, which I think this channel should be used to by now. I don't do it on my main channel because I used to do that when I was like a kid back in high school. And for those of you who didn't know, I have been doing YouTube since 2009, I think. Fuck, how old would I have been? Young. I think that's 7 years. I don't fucking know. Maths is hard. I'm not gonna edit this, so I'm sorry. My lips are really sore. I brushed my teeth 3 times yesterday. Probably a dumb idea, because 2 of those toothbrushing sessions was like with the full thing, and then the last time was just like a quick brush with my manual brush. Again, not what this video is supposed to be about. Yesterday, I saw my psychologist, and I've honestly finally found literally the best psychologist. I mean, obviously not for everyone. She's got a very eclectic style, which I love. We kind of connect on a lot of our personal beliefs and opinions, and we can just discuss things, you know, about the world around us as well as the world inside of me, because yesterday we stumbled across something that I've kind of, I mean, I guess I would have had to have known this on some kind of subconscious level, I guess, or unconscious level, I don't really know, but it's something that I've been acting out my entire life. Like literally primary school, I remember getting comments on this particular thing, and it's not even something that I should be crying about, so if I cry, it's fucking retarded. Apparently a lot of people are afraid of failure. They don't want to try because they don't want to fail. But my entire life, and this is going to sound totally stuck up and egotistical and whatever, but my entire life I have put in fuck all effort and done better than, I won't say most, but I've done well enough to get me this far in life. I finished my first year of university, hardly attended, still passing. With high school, same thing. With primary school, same thing. Jobs, I have worked jobs, and obviously, like, it's not that I'm like slacking off at work, it's more that there's no real progression at those jobs, so I just go in and do the job that I need to do. And like, I have no problem with that. But we were going through some of the things that scare me. So the reason I brought my journaling stuff down is because this all started with me drawing up things that I say yes to and things that I say no to, and I can't remember where we were at. I can't quite remember what led us to this, but we were talking about fears. So before I went into my session, I was like, I really want to do my wants and fears, kind of like in The Sims 2. Literally my thought process. It's like, that's a good idea, like my wants and fears. Like, that's a thing that people should have a solid understanding of. And when I went in, I didn't have any of my wants or fears written up, but she's like, let's work on this. And so the first thing we had was success. And then bugs, which is a very superficial fear in and of itself until you read the rest of these. I am just reading my fears to you guys. I'm scared of trying. I'm terrified of trying. I do not want to try. I mean, I want to try, but I don't. I don't try. Like, I would love to have that spark in me, that drive that leads me to actually put effort in, but I don't. Actually, that's what it was. It was the fact that in my self, we were saying, what do I say yes to, what do I say no to? And I said yes to better self-discipline and routine because I called myself consistently lazy. I said I was going to say no to my consistent laziness, and I am a very lazy person. But we've kind of, and this is like, I'm telling you all about my psychology session, so please do not, like, this is very vulnerable for me, so, oh fuck my neck. Anyway, so because I was saying that I'm consistently lazy because, like, my mind plays scenarios to me in this kind of situation, so it's like, I could get up and edit that video and have it up on time, but, and it's almost like I am, like, I've always seen it as self-sabotage, and it is absolutely self-sabotage, but the reason I'm self-sabotaging is because it's predictable to me, which this psychologist that I'm seeing at the moment is specifically for child trauma, and I know I haven't really told you guys a lot about my childhood, and it like, I know other people have far worse childhoods, and I know that I'm not the most traumatized individual ever, but it still hurts, and I'm not gonna cry. And a lot of what I'm suffering from now is the shadow of what happened when I was a kid and what I had to put up with as a kid. So the thing with success is it's unpredictable, and there's a lot of responsibility that comes along with it. And it's scary to me because it's a big question mark. And in my fears, I have the fear of becoming a deadbeat, and also being successful. And I was trying to explain it because it doesn't make sense when I say it like that, and a lot of you will be very confused. But it's the devil you know, and the devil I know right now is living day to day like a rat in a wheel, you know, making videos and being a student and living off benefits, because as a kid, that's what I knew. However, as a kid, I did have a lot of emotional instability in my surroundings, and there were a lot of questions, there were a lot of unpredictable events and things that just couldn't be planned for, and I was kind of in control of like dulling that, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to say it without saying what, like, some of the things that could have happened. Really, like a non-example would be I'd wake up, and actually this is a pretty good example. There was a time there when one of my friend's mothers had a car, and she would drive us to school. And I've forgotten this memory. And one morning, that friend's mother didn't show up on time, and there was no explanation for it. Like, I was a kid, and we didn't, like, we had home phones, I could call her home, but if she wasn't at home because she was driving to collect me, then, you know, because we went to school together. Anyway. And then it was the question of someone driving me to school. And I knew that they shouldn't have been, and it was unpredictable. It just, everything, like, I'd wake up and sometimes I'd be told I'm not going to school today. Or I'd be told that this person's taking you to school, or this person's not taking you to school, or you're going to be driven by a drunk, or you're going to be driven by a pothead, or, you know, alright guys, everyone climb into the car at 9 p.m, we're going to go to the park. No, we're going to go to a school playground so that we can purchase something for someone else because they're dealing with something else. Like things that kids, no one can predict. It was just spontaneous as shit. Like spontaneous in the worst way possible, because now I like to think of myself as a spontaneous person. I have a craving for McDonald's, I fucking ordered at McDonald's. Spontaneous, right? But this was more like unpredictable and kind of scary. And so, because as a kid I had a lot of responsibilities to, I guess, ease the unpredictability. Like, it's hard to explain without telling you. I don't know. There were a lot of ultimatums given to me as a kid. Like, do you want to, like, for example, do you want to be driven to school by a pothead, or do you want to be driven to school by a drunk? And it's shit like that, that as a kid, that's a fucking lot of responsibility to be like, which is better, which is worse. Which is, like, you don't, I mean, I probably would have been 7 years old at that stage, maybe 8 or 9. I can't remember when I changed schools, but I know at this school I was quite young. Yeah, I would have been about, maybe a little older. I really have no idea, but you know, those are the kind of things that I was dealing with. And so because of that, I'm scared of all of the responsibility and pressure that comes with success. And it was really like a massive, I wouldn't say a massive breakthrough. There's a lot of things that have been massive breakthroughs in my therapy. But it's just been so beneficial to me because I don't know, and I remember as like a kid in primary school, you know, when you go to your parent-teacher interviews, and the teachers would always say, Kate did well, but she could have done really well if she had actually applied herself. And it was always the same thing. Kate did well, Kate got a good mark, we're pleased with her results, but would really like to see her trying. And I was like, I don't know, I kind of got other things to worry about. I kind of have to worry about, you know, like especially when high school came around, I kind of have to worry about feeding my family and like in primary school putting my family to sleep. Not, that sounds terrible, but like getting everyone into bed and trying to make sense of it all. And the fact that I have done as well as I have without putting in the effort that most people do has kind of supported me in the fact that it supported me in the mentality that I don't need to try, and I'll always have, you know, moderate, not so much success, but like stability, and that like put in no effort, get stability. And so now it's basically going back and rewriting all of that. I'm sure I would have mentioned in a video at some stage neuroplasticity, which is a clusterfuck in itself. It's beautiful. The brain is beautiful, like magnificent. But it's just funny because I'm realizing, like, everyone has has their own normal, so to speak, and like I just go through my life thinking, well, this is normal. Like, not wanting to leave the house, not wanting to do anything, but then not wanting to do nothing. That's just normal. You know, wanting to do well and go places, but not actually doing anything to have that happen, and then being happy with the result, which is next to nothing. That's normal. And it's really weird because I was having a conversation with a friend, and they were talking about, what do you want to do in life? And it made me so uncomfortable because I had no idea. I still don't know. Well, I know, but it's a scary conversation for me because apparently because I still haven't healed from shit that happened to me as a kid. And like I said, I'm not trying to make my childhood seem worse than anyone else's, and I'm not trying to glorify what happened to me or what I suffer with currently. But I really just wanted to come on here and say that I am making progress. And was it one of my fears? Because I'm a massive bundle of contradictions. If you look at my fears, I'm scared of always being like this, and I'm also scared of change. Literally, like, I'm scared that tomorrow will just be the same as today. But then to change that is also scary. So, and the reason I really wanted to make this video is because I was talking to someone about this relationship bullshit that also scares me. Because I don't know if I don't want to be alone. I mean, I like being single at the moment. I don't mind that. The word single freaks me out, but that's another story. But I went on a date last night. And I'm sorry, this video is going to be really long. I went on a date last night and I had fun. And then I came home and I was like, I'm happy. Holy shit, I'm happy. I enjoyed myself. And then I started freaking myself out. I started psyching myself out because I'm like, why did we just go on a date? Like, why did he pick me up? He knocked on the door, which was fucking nice. Picked me up, took me to the movies. We watched the movie. We had a great conversation. It was fun. There were no awkward silences. It was a great night. And then I came home and I was like, he treated me nicely. And I was like, is that because he wants sex, or is that because he wants to date me? And if you want, and I don't want to either. I do not want to have a sex-based relationship. But I think I'm gaining a fear of commitment because there's a lot of responsibility that comes with a relationship as well. And that's kind of terrifying. So again, I'm a massive contradiction. I don't want to have a casual, like, sex-based, like, friends with benefits style thing. But then I also don't want to have a serious relationship. And it's hard for me to define what I do want, because then when I say it, I'm like, well, that just sounds like a fucking friend, you know? I don't know. And it's weird because for a little while there I was like, maybe I'm not actually ill. Maybe I don't have depression and anxiety. Maybe the fact that I have that isn't a bad thing. Maybe I don't need therapy. But then after that I was like, okay, I don't understand myself. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. And it's very true. I do actually need to work this shit out. So yeah, that's kind of what I came on here to talk about, so I hope you enjoyed it. Anyone who made it this far is a bloody legend, and I sincerely hope you have an amazing day, or morning, or evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. And the same goes for people who dropped off like ages ago, but they don't get to hear the message, so they just think that I want them to think about my sadness. Anyways, you guys will see me probably tomorrow, maybe, depends if I have stuff to vlog. when I get back into the swing of vlogging, I will explain why I haven't been in the swing of vlogging. But this is no edits, no nothing. And I'm done. I'm gonna go have breakfast. I'm tired. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day or morning or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. And you guys will see me probably tomorrow, maybe, I don't know.